Sky is turning red in China. New York's sky bursts blue. Japan is under attack. The sky is no longer as calm as we once thought.
Oh no, my goodness! Mira, bro!
Because over the past few years, unfamiliar signs and objects have been appearing out of nowhere. Join us to witness the terrifying sky anomalies that shouldn't be ignored anymore. China's sky turned deep red, leaving many uneasy. It wasn't just a sunset or city lights. This was something different. A fiery red glow spread across the sky, as if signaling something from above. Videos quickly spread online, and people started to connect it with past events. A similar red sky was recorded in 1770 across China, Korea, and Japan, lasting for days. Some thought it was caused by a solar storm back then, but this time, experts denied any solar activity. Local sources claimed it was the reflection of red lights from a fishing boat, but with history repeating itself, many couldn't shake the feeling that this was more than just a phenomenon. Glowing fleet. Something was glowing in the sky? No, not stars, but two parallel trails of glowing orbs over Fujian, China. They slowly faded away, but not before being captured and shared everywhere. The sightings sparked debates among the public and news outlets. Newscasters dismissed it as a meteor sighting, but those who saw it weren't convinced. Many believed it was a fleet of UFOs moving in formation, as if preparing for something big. The possibility of their move had everyone on edge, wondering what would happen next. Blue flash.
And David, while Con Ed is saying last night's loud booms and spectacular light show was caused by a sustained electrical arc flash.
The night sky over New York City turned bright blue, glowing in a way that didn't seem normal. People stopped and watched as the strange light spread across the city. Power went out in some places, flights were delayed, and even subways stopped moving. Rumors began spreading, with people speculating that an alien invasion had begun.
Oh my God! And I heard a giant bang. I thought it was fireworks, and I saw just the yellow sparks in the sky. It looked like blue fire.
But soon the situation went under control when authorities informed the glow came from a substation in Astoria, Queens, where a problem with high voltage equipment caused a huge spark. Officials said it was an electrical arc, like a powerful flash of lightning. But for those who saw it, the sight of the sky turning blue was not something they would forget easily. Mystery beam. A YouTuber in Japan was flying a drone at night, capturing the city lights, when the camera picked up something strange. A bright blue beam stretched from the ground to the sky, pulsing as if filled with powerful energy. It wasn't just a quick flash. The footage spread fast, with some linking it to secret experiments like the CERN project, theories about Project Bluebeam, or even alien activity. No clear answers were given, but the sight of that shifting beam left many wondering what really happened that night. Color burst.
Oh no, my goodness! Mira, bro!
You might be amazed by fireworks, but this was on a whole other level. In Tucson, Arizona on December 27th, 2024, a group of friends spotted a strange white glow in the night sky. Suddenly, it burst into multiple colors behind the clouds, leaving a smoky trail. It wasn't a meteor. Then, what was it? Those glowing lights could have been signals, while the UFO itself remained hidden. Maybe it was communicating.
Whoa! Oh my God! That's a big...
Or maybe it was just passing by. Either way, those who saw it would never forget that night. Green storm.
Got some pretty incredible pictures to show you. Check out this. The green sky, green over Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
The sky doesn't just change colors for no reason. But in South Dakota, during a powerful storm, it turned an eerie shade of green. The sight was unsettling, almost like a warning. Some believed it was a sign, maybe the return of something evil. But there was an explanation. When blue light from the rain clouds mixed with the red and yellow hues of the sunset, it created this strange green effect. Still, seeing it in person,
these pictures were real, and yeah, with the sunset and everything played with the lighting too. And
that's a sight you don't forget. Typhoon lights.
我的天哪，这个天现在是红色的。
Shanghai's sky shouldn't look like this. But on the night before Typhoon Babinka hit, it turned an eerie pink and purple. The colors stretched across the city, casting a glow that felt almost otherworldly. Some said it looked beautiful, but others felt like something was about to happen. A warning from the sky, maybe. As the typhoon neared, the strange colors remained, leaving many staring up in silence. But the truth revealed. The high moisture in the air, combined with city lights and shifting air currents, scattered the light, creating this mysterious effect, yet, knowing the reason didn't make it any less mysterious to witness. Green beam.
Street. What the is that?
A video from the USA caught everyone's attention, and for good reason. It showed the sky turning completely dark, followed by a strange green beam shining down. The beam moved slowly, almost like it was scanning the ground for something. It wasn't just a quick flash, it kept shifting, as if searching with purpose. Many compared it to similar sightings in Hawaii, where the same eerie green beams were spotted.
A Chinese satellite was recently seen beaming down green lasers over the islands.
It might be a UFO light, scanning for something. Or maybe it already found what it was looking for. Sky signals. Just when it seemed like mysterious sightings were slowing down, another one surfaced. On May 16th, 2024, in Orcona, Nazca, Peru, locals spotted strange green beams of light in the sky. They weren't coming from drones or anything familiar. As they tried to make sense of it, a glowing orb with a blue light suddenly appeared above.
Oh. Wow! Wow.
The first thought? A UFO? It was sending signals through these green beams. If that's the case, what message was being delivered? Now, it's up to UFO enthusiasts to decode this sighting. Until then, all we can do is wait and watch the skies.
Espere. No le mandes mucho. Espera.
Red sky. The night sky over Villahermosa, Mexico, turned into a sight no one expected. Bright red horizontal lights appeared, stretching across the darkness. They weren't moving, just glowing, almost too perfect to be natural. Thousands of people stopped in their tracks, trying to make sense of what they were seeing. It could have been a rare atmospheric event, or maybe something else. Some speculated it was a coded signal, while others believed it was an advanced technology at work. There was also the possibility of a UFO presence, silently watching from above. If it was a message, someone or something was making sure it was seen. Orb trail. Something strange happened in the Czech Republic on May 26th, 2022. A curved blue trail of glowing orbs moved quickly across the sky. It paused for a moment, vanished, then reappeared. Suddenly, the sky turned completely black. Moments later, a curved arc formed above, flickering in and out of sight. People stood frozen, watching as if the world itself was shifting.
Don't they see?
It could have been a UFO sending signals through those orbs, or maybe multiple UFOs gathering for something much bigger. The sky returned to normal. But for those who witnessed it, the night felt like a warning. Light pillars. On December 14th, 2022, the sky put on a show that felt straight out of a movie. Mysterious light pillars appeared, just floating there, unmoving, as if placed on purpose. These glowing beams weren't limited to one place. They were spotted in multiple areas. Some called it a rare weather phenomenon, but others weren't so sure. Could it be linked to something beyond our understanding? Whatever the case, those who saw it couldn't shake the feeling that the sky wasn't just putting on a show. It was trying to say something. Dark entity.
What the is this shit? Look at that, look at that, look at that.
Something dark moved across the sky over Israel, and those who saw it couldn't believe their eyes. A shadowy figure flying high above glided through the air with incredible speed. It appeared out of nowhere and vanished just as quickly. Residents who caught sight of it couldn't help but compare it to a Dementor straight out of Harry Potter. But unlike fiction, this was real.
What the is this shit? Look at that, look at that, look at that.
At least as real as the footage showed Dot. It could be a bad omen, a warning of something approaching. Or maybe it was a sign that the world was heading toward something unimaginable. Whatever it was, ignoring it might not be an option. Smoky portal.
Oh, look at the smoke.
A driver was heading home in Tampa, Florida, when he noticed an unusual presence in the sky. A black, smoky ring hovered above, clearly not part of the clouds. It floated in a controlled way, as if it had a mind of its own. A sight like that could mean many things. A portal or gateway seemed like a real possibility.
Dude, that's some alien shit.
No, I've been seeing that.
Maybe even one leading to outer space, used by UFOs. As he drove away, the thought of a UFO emerging from it stayed with him. Glowing anomaly. Not everything that glows at night is a star or the moon. Sometimes it's something no one expects. A stargazer in Buenos Aires, Argentina on April 24th saw a long, elongated object in the sky. It wasn't moving, wasn't flying, just standing still, glowing with a strange purple light. It matched the description of a UFO, but unlike others that speed across the sky, this one stayed in place. Maybe it wanted to show dominance. Making sure humans noticed its presence. Or perhaps it wasn't just a sighting. It was a message, a warning, or even an invitation. Cloud portal. A worker at a construction site looked up and froze. A spherical cloud had separated from the others, glowing twice before fading. Moments later, small orbs appeared, moving toward it. It didn't seem like an ordinary cloud. To him, it looked like a massive UFO cloaked in the sky. Or maybe it was a portal leading to outer space. The small crafts weren't floating aimlessly. They had a destination. If that was true, then the sky itself was hiding more than anyone had imagined. Daylight star. A star glowing in the daytime? That didn't seem possible, yet residents recorded it. A bright light hovered in the sky, shifting its shape and flashing. It wasn't a plane, and it didn't behave like any known object. To them, it had to be a UFO. Some believed it was observing them, while others thought it was signaling something. After a while, it is said it vanished without a trace. But from that day on, people kept looking up, expecting to see it again. Red signal. People in Houston looked up and saw something they couldn't explain. A glowing, vertical red light shining high in the sky. It wasn't a plane, and it wasn't lightning. The light stretched across the clouds, visible from Laporte to Clear Lake, even as far as Manville. Some believed it was a UFO signal, while others thought it might be a portal opening in the sky. Official reports said it was a flare reflecting off the clouds, but had anyone ever seen one like that before? Maybe the sky was trying to show us something more. White streak. A passenger was looking out of the window while heading home when he noticed a strange white object moving at high speed. At first, he thought it was a balloon, but a balloon moving that fast? Not possible. Then another thought crossed his mind. Could it be a UFO? It definitely looked like one. A similar case happened in 1964 in Mexico, where the same kind of object was sighted. This wasn't the first time something like this had been seen. If it happened back then, it might mean aliens have been visiting us since 1964, or maybe even before that. Sky figure. A local was recording the sky when he noticed something that made no sense to him. He zoomed in with his phone and spotted it, a black figure floating in the sky. It seemed human-like to him. A person in the sky. That shouldn't be possible. But that's exactly how it looked. He wondered if it was a sign from above. Others who saw the video started making their own connections, with some even linking it to the return of Jesus. Whether it was but one thing was certain, whoever or whatever was up there had made its presence known. Gargoyle sighting. A person managed to film a strange thing from his home. Something unlike any drone or airplane. Its shape seemed humanoid. He looked again and again, trying to confirm if it was real. And yet, it was still there. Some thought it could be a gargoyle, a creature from old legends said to watch over cities from above. But the government denied any strange activity, claiming it might have been a human in a spacesuit, part of some high-altitude test. Those who saw it weren't convinced at all. Floating palm.
There's a palm floating.
Is this a Harry Potter lesson going on? Well, that's what it looked like. A man in the United States managed to film a palm leaf suspended in the air. It was floating, without any wind or support. The other trees stood still, not moving even a bit.
Wow.
Then how was it floating? It might have been an evil spirit linked to the tree, making it move like that. Trees have long been connected to such beings, so it wouldn't be impossible. Seeing this creepy sight, he decided to walk away, not sticking around to find out more. Some mysteries are better left alone. Descending cloud.
Cytoplasm?
Everyone has seen clouds in the sky, right? But this one didn't belong there. If you don't believe me, let's take a look. A tourist glanced outside and witnessed something strange. A single white cloud, not in the sky, but floating in the air, slowly descending. It wasn't like mist or fog. It moved as if it had a mind of its own. It kept lowering until it reached near the ground. Then just stopped, almost as if it was observing the surroundings. Rumors spread that it wasn't just a cloud at all, but a cloaked UFO hidden in plain sight, secretly spying on humans. Glowing figure. Locals spotted something in the sky that they had only heard about in stories. But this time, it was real. A glowing figure soared high above, moving effortlessly through the air, Some were convinced they had just seen Superman himself. Others believed it was something not of this world, maybe an alien, using advanced technology beyond human understanding. After all, if they exist, flying wouldn't be impossible for them. The sight left everyone talking as they tried to make sense of what they had just witnessed. Weird craft. A candle glowing in the sky. That didn't make sense, but that's exactly what one visitor in Miami, United States, spotted. He saw a giant, oddly shaped craft hanging in the sky, completely still. At first, he thought it was just an illusion, a candle-like shape against the dark sky. But then he noticed the lights on it. That's when he realized this was a UFO right over the city. The night carried on, but those who looked up wouldn't forget what they saw. A silent visitor, hovering as if watching, waiting. If it was here once, it could return. And next time, it might not just be watching. Arrow pursuit.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
A family was excitedly recording an airplane and a jet in the sky, but their attention quickly shifted to something unusual. The military crafts weren't flying alone. They were chasing something. Above them, a strange arrow-shaped craft moved silently, looking nothing like any known aircraft. It didn't seem to belong to Earth. A UFO straight from outer space was a possibility. If the military was after it, then maybe the aliens had uncovered their secrets, and now they were trying to stop them. Or perhaps it was a secret meeting happening right above them, hidden from the public. When the family posted the video online, they reportedly received threats to take it down, or face the consequences. Airborne jellyfish. Everybody had seen birds, drones, and airplanes in the sky, but not a jellyfish. That's exactly what a family noticed. A strange object with a jellyfish-like shape and two tentacle-like structures drifted through the air, almost as if it were swimming rather than flying. It appeared to be a UFO. The tentacle-like structures could have been gathering data from Earth and their surroundings. If that was the case, this might not be the first time it had appeared. Just the first time someone caught it on camera. Shapeshifting craft. Something shocking is coming your way, so hold on tight. In France, a hiker noticed a cigar-shaped craft flying in the sky, glowing with a red light. It moved at an incredible speed and even released small red orbs. No normal craft could do that. More strangely, it kept changing its shape, eventually transforming into a different object with a white glow. Clearly, this was a shape-shifting UFO. Instead of relying on sound or radio signals, it might have been communicating through visual changes. Each shift in shape and color could have carried a hidden message, one that only UFO enthusiasts might be able to decode. Sky Visitor.
I'm asking getting a good video of it, dude.
An astronomer was looking through his telescope, expecting to see the moon. But what he saw was something completely unexpected. A round craft appeared in his view, glowing lights flickering inside it. To him, it was unmistakably a UFO. No man-made satellite looked like that, nor did it behave that way. It didn't move or drift away. It simply remained there, suspended.
Come to my house, man. You can see it from my house.
He took a photo of it, determined to capture proof. Days later, he submitted it to a respected astronomical institute, hoping for answers. But all he received was silence, almost as if his discovery was something they didn't want to acknowledge. Pulsing orb. A stargazer in Orlando, Florida was out on April 10, 2022, when he spotted something unusual. A glowing orb in the night sky. But it wasn't just floating. It was flashing and pulsing, shifting colors as if sending a signal. Others noticed it too, watching as it hovered silently above. It could have been a message from above, maybe a UFO keeping an eye on Earth, or what some call Project Bluebeam. The sky looked normal the next day, but for those who saw it, normal would never be the same again. Shifting lights. The night sky over China in October 2022 turned into a dazzling display. Colorful lights appeared out of nowhere, shifting and changing before everyone's eyes. Locals watched in awe as the lights transformed into a deep blue glow. Then split into multiple glowing parts. The sight was impossible to ignore. Some believed it was a rare atmospheric phenomenon, while others whispered about Project Bluebeam or even a fleet of UFOs. The sky had never looked the same after that night. Some waited, hoping to see those lights again. Cliff encounter. If you're planning to visit a rocky cliff, you might want to see this first. A tourist witnessed a disc-shaped craft hovering above the cliffs. It slowly descended, as if preparing to land. As it got closer, a dark figure appeared below. Was it an alien? Above it, the craft looked like a UFO. Suddenly, a beam of light went down and the figure vanished. It might have gone inside. Within seconds, the UFO sped away into the sky. The cliffs were isolated. A perfect spot for something secret. And after seeing this, it makes sense. Whatever mission was happening there, it was over. Lake descent. What's that glowing in the sky? Let's find out. A person managed to capture a mysterious, elongated blue object in the sky above a lake in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in April 2024. It seemed strange as it slowly descended and was then seen entering the lake. He believed it was a UFO since such crafts often have unusual designs. The lake might have been a secret base or even a portal to outer space. Normally, lakes are home to sea creatures, but discovering a UFO in a lake, that's not something anyone expects to see. Arrow object. A resident stepped onto his balcony, expecting a normal day. Instead, he saw it. A massive, arrow-shaped object hanging motionless in the sky near a building. No sound, no lights, just an eerie, solid shape. At first, he thought it was a drone, but it was too big. A plane? No wings, no engines. It wasn't falling, just there. It could have been a UFO, and near a building, it might have come to catch someone or something. What we call an alien abduction. It is said that after a while, it vanished. But not alone. The residents of that building were never seen again. Frozen bird. A clip online left people stunned. Let's find out why. On September 30th, 2023, in La Reina, a video surfaced showing a bird in the air. At first, nothing seemed unusual. But then, people noticed. This bird wasn't flying. It wasn't moving at all. It seemed completely frozen in place. No wing movement. No struggle, just a levitating bird stuck in midair. People watching the clip had their own theories. Some called it a glitch in the Matrix, as if the world had stopped just for this one bird. Yet, everything else around it continued as normal. Shadowy figure. Portland became the center of attention in 2012 due to one bizarre incident. A homeowner recorded a shadowy figure floating above a house. Its body looked humanoid, but it had no head. What made it even more unsettling was that it slowly descended into the garden. It could have been an alien being, or maybe a lost spirit wandering there.
Probably the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Nearby residents suggested it was the spirit of a man who had once lived in that house. They claimed it appeared every night, haunting whoever stayed there. Sensing the risk, the homeowner didn't stick around to find out more. Sky jellyfish. In 2022, Italy, a hiker was capturing the breathtaking view of a mountain covered in greenery when he noticed something unusual. A craft was flying in the air, but upon closer look, it wasn't just any craft. It had floating tentacle-like extensions, resembling a jellyfish drifting through the sky. Jellyfish belong in water, not the air. So what was this? It wasn't a living creature, but a flying object shaped like one, possibly a UFO, as their designs never match anything we know. Floating over the untouched green mountains, it seemed like the perfect place for aliens to establish a hidden base. If they were watching from above, then maybe they had already chosen this spot long ago. Cloud Watcher. In Louisiana, a local spotted something unusual hiding in the clouds. A triangle-shaped craft, half visible as if peeking through. It wasn't any known drone or plane, making it more likely to be a UFO. Cloaked in the clouds, it seemed to be observing humans from above while staying unnoticed. The way it remained hidden suggested a purpose. It was studying the area or waiting for the right moment to reveal itself again. Dusk visitor. A man recorded a giant object flying over the city of Cholula, Mexico, at dusk on January 22nd, 2025. Its shape was unlike any drone or airplane. Other people reported seeing it too. It might have been a giant spaceship belonging to aliens. Yes, you heard it right, a UFO. If it was just passing by, then where did it go? And if it was here for a reason, then maybe it's still watching. Mountain sighting. In Mexico, on February 17th, 2024, a tourist was filming mountain views when his camera caught something unusual in the air above the city. He zoomed in and saw a strange object hovering in place. It wasn't flying, just staying there. He had only heard about such things in stories, but now he had seen it himself. A UFO. Its shape was unlike the typical saucers. He quickly took pictures and uploaded them online, where they went viral. Now, UFO enthusiasts are searching for more clues, hoping to uncover the truth behind this unusual sighting. Portal ring. A strange event was filmed in the skies of India. A cloudy spherical ring from which a black craft suddenly appeared. It descended into nearby clouds and vanished. It might be an alien mothership releasing a UFO or a dimensional portal opening. To me, it looked like a portal too, as if the UFO had emerged from another realm. What do you think it could be? Let me know in the comments. Sky boom. People in Indiana woke up to a mystery. A loud boom echoed across the sky, followed by a bright flash that lit up the early morning darkness. Security cameras captured glowing streaks racing through the sky, leaving many wondering what had just happened. Reports flooded in from Monrovia to Greencastle, all describing the same eerie sight. Experts linked it to the Geminid meteor shower, but some believe it was something else. A fireball. Maybe even something out of this world. Whatever it was, the sky had a story to tell that morning, and people were left wondering what they had truly seen. Glowing beam. The morning sky over Shenyang had an eerie glow. A massive beam of light shone down, stretching across the city. People stopped, eyes fixed on the sky. Horizontal lines appeared within the beam, like steps leading somewhere unknown. Phones came out, cameras rolled. Everyone wanted proof of what they were witnessing. It might have been a UFO's light beam reaching Earth, or maybe a portal was opening in the sky. Whatever it was, it didn't stay for long. The light faded, leaving only stunned witnesses behind. Some say it was nothing. Others? They're still looking up, waiting for it to return. Glowing orb. A girl in Portugal was recording a video when the night sky suddenly lit up as if it were daytime. The glow was so intense that she couldn't help but look up. What she saw felt unreal, like a scene from a movie. A giant glowing orb moved across the sky, leaving behind a beam of light. It lasted for a while before vanishing, but the moment stayed with her. She soon realized it was a meteor. She uploaded the footage online, and it quickly went viral, leaving many amazed by the rare sight. Floating city.
Surfaced out of China, and it looks like their city is floating in the clouds.
A recent news clip made headlines as it showed dark structures above the clouds, appearing like an entire city floating in the sky. People called it a floating city, but no one had ever seen such a thing before. Some believed it was a fata morgana, a rare optical illusion caused by light bending through layers of air. But if that was the case, it lasted unusually long. Whether an illusion or not, those who saw it couldn't shake the feeling that something had briefly revealed itself before fading away. It's time for today's open discussion. The mountains had always been silent at night, but not this time. A triangle-shaped craft hovered above, releasing a strange plasma beam that cut through the darkness. It wasn't flickering like a searchlight. It was steady, almost too precise. The sight left those who witnessed it speechless. It might be an advanced technology beyond human reach. Others believed it wasn't meant to be seen at all. The way the beam moved, the way the craft held its position, it all felt too calculated, like it had a purpose. If this was a mass abduction, then the plan had already begun.